Well, what the hell is this? Aloha, folks. Welcome back to Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour. We have another guest on the show tonight. The guest tonight is one of the most agile, strongest, and most attractive women that I know. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome onto the show Miss Candace Cane.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show. You are a world champion pole dancer?
National champion pole dancer, yes indeed.
In
the U.S.
Which place?
First? What do you mean?
First place?
First place, yes.
You won the whole thing.
I won the whole thing twice. I have a national championship for doubles pole dancing as well as exotic pole dancing.
That's really good. Good work.
Thank you.
Wow, that's, I've never had a two-time champion on the show before. And we just finished shooting a ton of photos in my house in the Breezeway and the Poodle Room and stuff. And I'm excited to get to editing those because I think they all came out gorgeous.
It's going to be hard to pick these guys right here. This guy is such a fantastic photographer. Oh.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Of course.
What is the highest pole you've climbed?
Highest pole I've climbed was about 30 feet tall, and it was at a club in Miami. And this was back when I was a newbie dancer. I got about halfway and was so tired, had to take a break, take a pause, hit a couple poses, and then get some gumption and some second wind to get up to the top of that pole.
That seems really high.
Oh my goodness, it was incredibly high. And then I started hanging from the ceiling and the rafters and doing splits on the top. It was a lot of fun.
I was recently hired by our friend Tosca to shoot promo photos for her new burlesque show called Desperada.
Desperada.
Yep. And that was the first time we met. And you said, do you want me to do a handstand at the edge of this cliff? And I was like, yes, I absolutely want you to do that. And Tosca was like, oh, no. I know people like you who have comfort in their abilities, that you wouldn't do anything that would harm yourself.
Exactly.
But the photo came out stunning, and you were at the edge of a cliff doing a handstand.
Indeed I was. And he was the lucky guy to get that shot.
I was very happy with that photo.
I'm happy with that photo. It's fantastic.
Speaking of the highest pole you've ever climbed, what is the highest you've fallen from? I hate to ask you that, but...
Oh, highest I've fallen from. Not too terribly high. I've slipped off the pole at about 6 or 7 feet.
Okay.
And landed on my side and my butt.
It still hurts.
Yeah, at the time it was fine. You know, adrenaline, I brushed it off. But the next day I felt like someone had just pommel horsed in the middle of my quad. All of that was messed up. But
yeah, that sounds horrible.
A little CBD oil goes a long way.
When you get higher up on that thing, are you more cautious?
You know, to an extent. I feel like I want to be more risky and dangerous at the top, but in a safe manner. I'm not going to do anything that I feel will be a travesty. I don't want to end up on the tabloids, girl who fell from the pole. I rather just, be the girl who did crazy tricks on the pole.
You are a wild, wild animal.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so the cocktail we're going to make tonight is from the 1940s from Don the Beachcomber. It is one of my personal favorite cocktails. I used to get it all the time at Don the Beachcomber when we performed in Sunset Beach. It's called the Missionary's Downfall.
Ooh, I like that name.
The idea is the missionaries came to Hawaii to colonize and tame the savages. Can you say that anymore?
I mean, it's appropriate for the time.
Yeah.
You're good.
But the idea is that this was the downfall of the missionaries. They were doing so well at what they were doing until they found this cocktail that turned them wild.
Ooh, well, let's get wild tonight. Come on, let's go.
All right, so for this cocktail, we will be using lime juice, honey syrup, peach liqueur, light Puerto Rican rum, pineapple, like a pineapple, and fresh mint. All right, let's make the cocktail. So let's start with the lime. If you would like to cut the lime. Oh, cutting the ends off there, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna use this guy, right?
Do you have a technique that I don't know about?
That's just how I go.
All right. So this recipe serves 2. We're gonna use 1/2 ounce of lime juice.
And we're there.
Cool. 1/2 ounce into the blender. Do people make the drinks in the blender?
I think usually they make it in a shaker cup and then they blend it, but this is absolutely fine. So long as it's liquor and it's being mixed, it's good, right?
1/2 ounce of peach liqueur. So that is the one.
Right, so we got the peach liqueur, 1/2 ounce. Sounds good. Smells good.
Does it? What does it smell like?
Peaches. 1/2 ounce. Going right in there.
Boop. 1 ounce of honey mix. So we're going to be using the BG Reynolds. Honey mix is usually just 1 part honey to 1 part water.
1 ounce.
Yep.
Pour that in there. Get the last drop.
1 ounce of light rum. And we're gonna be using this Cruzan. What does that smell like?
Whew, like rum, like me on vacation. I think we've all been there, right?
So 2 ounces of diced pineapple is the next thing. I think we're gonna, you just grabbed it by its hair. I think we're gonna need a bigger knife.
Oh yeah, we are. This is so little.
You think you can cut a little?
I think we can cut a little something over there. Let's try. Don't count the little guy out. Yeah, there we go. So long as it's sharp, it'll be fine.
It is sharp. It's ceramic.
There we go.
I feel like you just went around like 4 times. Ooh.
All right, how many pieces of this?
We need 2 ounces of diced pineapple.
2 ounces of diced pineapple. Got it. Yeah, okay.
Smells good too, huh?
It does. It smells super sweet. Super sweet. One of these pieces might end up missing. I'm not going to tell you where it's going.
Don't stab yourself in the face with that thing.
Never! I'm much too skilled for that.
I do agree with that.
Little knife, little cutting board.
Okay, so 2 ounces of diced pineapples. Basically,
Full to the top, I
yeah,
assume.
especially with like all the open space too. I think we just fill up that little cup.
It's so sweet.
It's probably really good. Huh?
Incredibly tasty.
2 ounces of diced pineapple. Let me put that back there. And then 2 ounces of mint leaves.
2 ounces of mint leaves?
Yeah, this is fresh mint from the grocery store. And I guess we'll just pluck some leaves.
Okay.
What do you want to do with these
2
things?
ounces? Like
Oh.
flat? Or
Well,
just fill the cup, fill her up?
I think we just fill the cup again.
All right.
But I don't think we want stems.
No stems. Got it.
You know what that's all about.
Yeah, of course I do.
Do you think that's it right there?
Let's see. Let's see.
I mean, it seems like it, right?
Feels pretty good.
Okay.
One more for good luck. Boom.
All right. Oh, bonus leaves.
We got liquor in there. We've got some of the peach. We've got some of the honey. And we've got some of the mint.
So Don the Beachcomber originally opened his bar in Hollywood. Eventually, he ended up going to Hawaii. And when he got to Hawaii, they didn't have mint there. But he had already invented this drink. And you're not allowed to bring foreign plants to Hawaii because it might be invasive. Like mint, which is wildly invasive. So he stuck a couple of mint sprigs into his hat band. And he brought them over on the plane. And then he found his Japanese gardener and was like, hey, can you grow some of this? And then they grew it. Eventually, the guy had more mint than he knew what to do with. That's how mint arrived in Hawaii.
Wow. What a rebel.
Right.
The mint in the hat, I would have never thought of that.
The old mint in the hat trick. We're gonna add some ice to this and then we're gonna blend it. So this cocktail specifically calls for 6 ounces of crushed ice. And we have ice from Sonic here.
And I've got my cup.
Okay, so we'll go 2 ounces at a time.
2, 4. Okay, give me one more. 6. Boom.
There it is. All right, so that's the cocktail. Put the top on and let's blend it. So they are very specific about how long we're gonna blend it for. So they say to blend it for 20 seconds.
Okay.
So blend away. $20 seconds? Okay. All right. These glasses are from a company called Libby, who used to make incredible glassware in the 1950s and 60s. And they're back and they're making these rad little tiki stem glasses. I like the swirl. What was that? Pineapple chunks?
Maybe.
That's a little bonus for later.
Yeah.
Okay, and we are going to garnish these with a sprig of mint. Ta-da! So there's the cocktail from the 1940s. This is Don the Beachcomber's Missionary's Downfall.
I'm so ready to taste it.
Okay, Missionary's Downfall. Cheers.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice.
It's That's really good, huh?
Mmm.
I got a chewy part.
Oh, this is lovely. I would have never thought to blend mint.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually works. It does work.
So it's a very minty cocktail. Minty and
frothy at the top.
minty and frothy and pineapple-y.
Definitely.
But then there's like a little bit of the peach. Do you taste the peach?
I smell the peach more than I taste it.
Mmm.
I definitely feel the honey coming through on my palate.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I keep chewing. I think maybe we should have blended it longer or something. I'm getting like chunks of pineapple. Also, I feel like I'm gonna have mint all in my teeth, which is a good look.
I don't mind it. I like the chunks.
Yeah, that's a good cocktail, right?
This is delicious.
Would you order this in a bar?
Now that I know about it, I would. I totally would.
Well, folks, thank you so much for joining us again. I sincerely would love to thank my dear friend, Miss Candace Cane.
Thank you, Spy.
And where can they find you on Instagram and the other stuff?
I am on IG, Instagram at Sweet Miss Candace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also on the Facebook, the Book of Faces, / Sweet Miss Candace. And I have my own website, Higher Learning Dance, if you're interested in learning how to become flexible. Of course, we're in this time of online, so just to be safe, you can book an online class with me, learn how to touch your toes, and maybe learn some pole tricks while you're at it.
That sounds delightful. All right, folks, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We really do appreciate your support. And, well, aloha.
Aloha!
What am I supposed to do here? Okay.
Woo.
What do you want? You want a drink or something?
I could use a drink.
What is this?
You tell me?
I can't do it without laughing. Queen of the Pole? No, god damn it, that's not...
Okay, I won't do that. Get all in my eye, that'd be awful. He couldn't believe it, because best believe I am a daredevil, and I like to do things that make people go,
Grab the thing off the thing.
okay.
The thing off the thing.
Use these pole dance muscles. Let's see if I can. There we go. Put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. Put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. Cutting off all the skin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you don't want spikes in your mouth.
Oh my god. We cannot put that in the video.
I am very inappropriate.
You
I
are
can't help it.
You are very inappropriate. What's this creepy one?
Oh, well, that's fine.
You gonna eat that?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ooh, I got the lime. I would love to see you try to fit 3 in there.
I don't even know what that means, but it sounded dirty coming out of your mouth.
It's not dirty. I just want to see how skilled you are if you could fit 3 in 2. You and these looks. It's not me, it's him.
It's very inappropriate. All right, so they say to blend it for 20... What's this look?
Just you like laughing so much.
I know. All right.
All right, go.
All right, so the... From the 1940s, this is... Thank you for that laugh.
Yeah, my eyes closed on that one. That was a good one. That
I
was a
feel
good
like
one.
that was a fake laugh.
I can imagine, like, you know, like you, Tim Curry style, as what was it, Rocky Horror Picture Show with the corset and all.
Oh my god, really?
Oh yeah, I can see it. Throw some pantyhose on you, you'd be great.
That sounds like a nightmare.
That's the blending accent.
Okay.
We should do a photo shoot with you as a pinup. Come on, do it. Don't be shy.
There was a model who, she was like, I really want to push you out of your comfort zone. And I was like, okay, this is exciting. Like, cool. And so she was doing some real, like, creepy kind of horror kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. At the end of the shoot, she was like, next time I really want to push you out of your comfort zone. And I was like, oh, okay, what does that mean? Next time I will shoot you. And I was like, huh? So that never happened.
I mean, you know,
what
you're
do
the man behind the camera, not so much in front.
No, I don't want to be the model. I'm not a model.
I mean, you look like a model. You know, you can model some watches or some hats, maybe a pipe.
Some watches. Anything that keeps it away from your face. I almost just spit mint on you. What's with these cars?
Showing off their engines.
God, mint.
Good.
Yeah, I got like a piece of mint.
Instead of 20 seconds, maybe 25.
Maybe that extra
Maybe
5 seconds.
26, just to get the mint and the pineapple chunks to be a little smaller.
I'm all self-conscious now because I feel like there's.
Let me see, smile. No, you're absolutely fine.
Really?
You're good. Me?
You're good. Oh, we were saying that. Oh God, can we talk about that?
I don't know.
Have you been to many tiki bars?
I have not. You're gonna have to school me and show me around, man.
Like no tiki bars?
There might have been one that I went to, I want to say, in Hollywood, near Sunset, and like, what is that? Like, past Western. It's like, goodness gracious.
Is that the Tiki Tea? It's a small little building.
It's really small.
Yeah, I think that was the Tiki Tea.
Then I've been to one. Yay! Points for me.
Since 1961.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Same owners.
Way
You
older
used to
than me.
you used to be able to smoke cigarettes in there until about a year ago.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And if you didn't smoke, it was quite a bummer,
I could only imagine.
as you can imagine. Yeah. And you've never been to Clifton's?
No.
Man, we got to get you out.
I'm usually performing, so unless the place is booking me to perform, I'm probably not going to show up.
Yeah, it becomes like that as a performer, doesn't it?
Nights out are not the same. I
Yeah.
somewhat dread having to get dressed outside of my costumes to show up places and show face. I rather just sit at home with a book and some Netflix and my snacks, without the makeup on my face, without the corset tight on me and the pencil skirt and the high heels. I'm good.
Was there a favorite performance that you've done? Like one that sticks out the most in your mind?
Oh man. We have a show called the Pinup Pole Show. It's Tanya K's Pinup Pole Show, and we usually perform at the Federal Bar either in North Hollywood or in Long Beach, California.
I have played the Federal.
It's a great little
Yeah,
bar.
yeah.
An actual bank, I learned,
Yeah.
that had been, redone into a nightclub. So
Isn't the backstage in the vault?
yes, it is.
We have played there.
Yes, it is. So I performed there, and we have about a 16-foot pole that I get to perform on. And during one of my numbers, I decided, you know what, I'm using all 16 feet of this pole. Went all the way to the top, did all sorts of tumbles down, and just hearing the crowd gasp because they thought I was going to fall. I'm like, best believe, honey, I'm more skilled than you think. I'm on the stage because I know what I'm doing. I like to give people that thrill, that scare factor.
Yeah. You are really like a stunt woman.
Something like that.
Sexy stunt woman.
Sexy, flexy stunt woman, right?
You can. Oh my God.
Where'd that light come from?
That was so weird. That's so weird. I can't imagine being that flexible.
I can't imagine not. It honestly baffles me how people can't even touch their toes. Like, I can rest my elbows on the floor while folding over, and there are folks who just can't even get there. And I'm
I don't
like,
know
wow.
that we don't have a whole lot of room here, but I don't know that I can do that. Touch my toes? No, I'm not yoga guy.
Not so much. I teach. If you want to learn, I can help you become flexible. I'm a flexibility coach.
Thank you, but no. But if you want to be more flexible and you're in the LA area, then talk to Candy.
Yeah, that's me. You can find me at Sweet Miss Candace online. MS, not MISS. And Candace, not Candice.
You grew up in Hollywood?
Yeah, I've been in since the 90s in Hollywood. Originally from Washington State, but Hollywood specifically since I was like 5 or 6 years old. I recall being at home. I lived on Orange Drive in Hollywood Boulevard, and I heard the explosion of them booming up the ground under Hollywood and Highland.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, did you say booming up the
Booming
ground?
up, not blowing up, but booming up, because it was a loud boom! Boom! And my little self at the time, I was like, Mom, are we getting bombed? What's happening? I don't understand.
Are we getting bombed? Wait, why were they booming up the ground?
Well, they were building the new Hollywood Highland Center at the time, so this was actually, I'd say late 90s, early 2000s.
Being in Hollywood, I always ask this because I always enjoy the conversation about celebrities. Being in Hollywood, do you come across celebrities often?
Very much so.
No, you don't.
I sure do.
I was shooting for a long time in Hollywood. Either I don't know what they look like.
That's a lot of it. Most people who are celebrities, they go out, you know, incognito, and they don't want to be seen because obviously they're just trying to live their lives. They're regular human beings that just happen to have better paying jobs than most of us. So
like way better.
I see them at the places like the grocery store, like Rock and Roll Ralph's, or
wait, what's Rock and Roll Ralph's?
Rock and Roll Ralph's is like the Rock and Roll Ralph's. It's on Sunset Boulevard. It's known to have a lot of celebrities go there because it's in Hollywood. I've seen the celebrities at Runyon Canyon. I remember I saw Bob Barker there once, just doing his little jog.
Did he have a dog with him?
No, he did not.
He loved dogs.
He did. I did not know that.
Which is funny for a guy named Bob Barker. What celebrities have you seen in the grocery store?
I've seen a few R&B singers, a few rappers. I'm trying to think. Who else?
Richard Dreyfuss?
No.
Richard Pryor?
No.
Richard Rawlings?
No one named Richard. No dicks. No one.
It's always got to be like that for you, isn't it?
It has to be. That's just how I am. I'm very sweet, but I'm kind of like a Sour Patch Kid. I'm sweet and salty, and my salty is just a little more sassy and sexy.
So what happens when you get to this point of the cocktail? I don't know that you can drink this anymore. It's just kind of a frothy...
Well, wait. You gotta understand. There's no such thing as alcohol abuse. So you better get a spoon and spoon it on up, honey bun. We don't waste alcohol in this household.
Honey
Who
bun?
raised you?
What household?
This one.
Mine?
This is really delicious.
Yeah.
You guys should really try this. This is fantastic. Now that I think about it, you did mention there was a club that was prior known as a Tiki bar. I had done a music video, which I shoot a lot of music videos as a model or dancer, and we shot at this one place called Treasure Island in LA. And you did share that
It used to be Kelbo's.
Kelbo's, not elbows, but Kelbo's.
Well, that was just hilarious.
What kind of name is Kelbo's?
What kind of joke is that?
I'm just saying, Kelbo's and elbows. It rhymes, right?
I honestly don't know what kind of name that is. You've got a very good point. Who named that place? Also, I told you earlier, because I just watched the Go-Go's documentary, that they signed their contract at Kelbo's. Their big break, their contract.
That's cool. That's cool. I mean, there's so many fantastic places in Hollywood that hold so much history. I mean, it's not a tiki bar, but places like the Roxy and Whiskey A Go-Go are just some staples. And there was one point in my life I was pursuing singing, and I got to perform at both of those places as a singer.
Did you really?
I did. Way back when.
Son of a bitch. The Whiskey is a place that I would really love to perform. The Roxy would be great, but the Whiskey, because of the attachment to like the go-go scene in the 60s, Johnny Rivers, that whole thing. And, I mean, of course, the Doors and stuff, but as far as like the music that kind of lives in the hula girls world, Johnny Rivers is like one of my favorite. Secret Agent Man.
Secret Agent Man.
See? Wow, that's really cool that you got to perform there. My favorite bar that's right there is the Rainbow. I love the Rainbow.
Oh, I do too. Mostly because they allow you to smoke cannabis on the patio. And that's something I'm very much into.
So years ago, I was drinking at the Rainbow, and there was this big group of dudes sitting at a table smoking weed. And I wanted to get a light. Turned out it was Cypress Hill. And I walked up, I was like, oh, these guys are smoking weed, maybe I can get a light. Before I could get close to them, this gigantic guy grabbed me and goes, hey, where the do you think you're going?
Ooh, security.
Their personal security. And I was like, hey, just looking for a light. And one of the dudes in Cypress Hill was like, here you go, dude.
Nice.
Cypress
Must
Hill.
have been a little nerve-wracking though with somebody that big staring you down.
A little bit. So you know who else I've seen at the Rainbow is I think what's his name? I think it's Vinnie Paul, the drummer for Pantera. I certainly had cocktails with Lemmy from Motorhead several times. I mean, sitting next to him.
Oh wow.
And then Cheech Marin. I walked up to Cheech and I was like, hey, Cheech, man. I had a lot of cocktails that night. You were a really funny dude. That's like the best thing I could say, right?
Okay.
And he's like, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And I was like, all right.
And that's it.
And I walked away. And then the other one was Ron Jeremy.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
He shook my hand. I was like, oh, nice to meet you. And then I was like, he was just sweaty and
clammy and
yeah,
okay.
about what you would expect.
Right. I feel like most of my celebrity sightings are on set because I'm working, or every now and then I get invited to some, celebrity parties, posh situations or whatnot.
Oh, you too?
So, yeah, me too, And then I have, friends who are friends with people. So I've met like Slayer, John Deddy. He's a drummer. So I got to meet him. And
like in high school, I loved Slayer.
really? Yeah, well, I got to, meet the drum guy. Boop, boop, shh. Yeah, I'm not really good with the it's like this way,
that's
right?
good enough.
So it's not all the way up here? No? Okay.
But you also told me about Tarantino.
I sure did meet Quentin.
So before you go into that story, let me just tell you that when I was formulating the idea for the Hula Girls, and that was like us playing surf music and rockabilly, but with go-go dancers that were pin-up, but doing kind of a fake hula, like a go-go hula thing. He was absolutely a giant influence in the formation of the idea of our band. And it's because the soundtrack for Pulp Fiction was Dick Dale, the Lively Ones, and all kinds of rad surf bands. But then, of course, the 5, 6, 7, 8s from Kill Bill,
Yes.
like all that stuff. So tell me about your Tarantino story.
So Tarantino, this was during the filming of the Hateful Eight? Grateful Eight? Hateful Eight.
Hateful.
The Hateful Eight. They're either hateful or grateful. I don't know which one. The Hateful Eight. One of my good girlfriends, Tanya Kay, the most dangerous woman in Hollywood, burlesquer, pinup, she's fantastic.
More dangerous
She
than you.
had, oh yeah. I mean, she does like grinding and like sparks flying. This girl's
All right.
fantastic.
Rad.
I'm not that bold. I rather just hang 30 feet in the air from one hand. That's fine for me.
What?
So my girlfriend, she invited me to come watch her perform because apparently at the 100th, I want to say 100th take, 100th reel, 100th something, while filming on set, he likes to celebrate with some type of performance and champagne. So everyone stops what they're doing. They all come and converge. Everyone gets a little glass of champagne. And my girl was there to perform burlesque, and she did this beautiful bathtub burlesque act. And she invited me because she didn't want to have, just a whole bunch of strangers. She wanted someone with her. And I was like, I will for sure come to a Quentin Tarantino set and watch you perform.
Seriously?
You don't have to ask me twice.
Yeah, you kidding me?
So I go and watch. She did a, fantastic job. And after the fact, I got to meet Mr. Quentin Tarantino himself and shook his hand. He's like, oh, nice to meet you. I see if you're a friend of Tanya's and you're good people. I was like, yes, that's fantastic. He thinks I'm good people. Okay. So
Catch me in something.
I found out while on set that there is a little wall of shame that has photos of all of the people working on set, the PAs and assistant directors, whoever's on set. Anytime they fall asleep, they get a photo snapped of them and it's put on that wall. But it's not just any photo. The photo is them asleep with a very large rubber appendage that men have. I'll just say that. And it's them sleep with like maybe a big thing here or next to their head. And so it was a really funny thing to look at this wall of this, and it was purple. It was big and purple. And it's just photo after photo of people asleep with this very large piece of equipment.
So, let that be a lesson to you. Don't fall asleep on set with Tarantino.
Don't do it. End up on the wall of shame.
All right. I don't know what you're supposed to do at the end of this. Can you lick it up?
I was just thinking about it. I was like, well, see, I have a short tongue though,
Oh.
so it doesn't work like most. See, your tongue is way longer than mine.
Oh. That works. It's very chewy.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like the rinds from the pineapple or.
I think it's just mint. This is weird. We're just sitting here licking.
Licking.